Sup everyone. A little change to our weekly programming. We won't be doing this week our Fantasy Wednesdays. We're gonna do that next week, and for that next week, the announcement for which film we're gonna do will come up. Will be a part of this tribute, and the tribute is for Richard Donner. 1930, passed away 2021. The guy is a legend in cinema. I mean, forget Superman, just what he has done for like different people's childhood when they grew up with Goonies and let's count it: Lethal Weapon, 16 Blocks, Conspiracy Theory. Okay, let's count Superman, Goonies. With his production company, he darn near had involvement in almost every X-Men film. Oh, and another one is one of the most classic horror films, The Omen. Confession time, I have not watched Superman, and that's actually what we're gonna watch next week. I will be truthful in saying that I have not watched it, and I have to make my dues with cinema. Here's one of those nuggets, if you're a real filmmaker, is you guys got to listen to Film Junk. This is a shout out, just as a pure shout out. One of the podcasters over there is Jay Cheel, and he worked on a Shudder mini series called Cursed Films, and one of the episodes on Cursed Films was The Omen. And you see Richard Donner going through the all the quote unquote cursed elements that were attached to the film. You have to celebrate, especially people like Richard Donner and all the our godfathers when it comes to filmmaking, because these people paved the way for all the Marvel DC films. They are the ones that really again, we can call them auteurs of cinema, because they have such a, like, talk about buddy cop movies. I don't know one that probably is not compared with Lethal Weapon. I mean, he probably created the most seminal buddy cop film ever, and all his own work with Mel Gibson, and who would have known if they actually made that Batman film with Mel Gibson as Bruce Wayne slash Batman. But again, it's a loss for, I think, the cinema community. His last film was 2006, 16 Blocks, and I really respect that he had Mos Def. As the only other TV representation I've seen of Mos Def is in Dexter, and I just like him as a rapper and as an advocate, and what he stands for, and what more, like his screen presence. Even though he was not directing a lot, I think he was still very active as a producer. In general, just inspires a lot of, number one is, I think, horror filmmakers, indie filmmakers, especially. Let's say Martin Scorsese, for example. We covet him so much within our community, but like, how many people outside of that small bubble know about, and how much he has impacted, let's say, how much Richard Donner has impacted the Marvel franchise that so many people now enjoy so much. And if we can all, like myself again, go back and pay respects to his films, especially different directors' films, like let's say David Cronenberg. And I'm getting away from the topic. I mean, think about it. We look at it now, and we're so spoiled with CG that if Henry Cavill doesn't fly a certain way, or if he has his mustache look a certain way, we're like, okay. But I mean, think back to the 70s when Superman came out, and you see Christopher Reeves flying. Richard Donner made that happen. I mean, that was his vision with Superman. And I mean, think about what a daunting task that must have been. You have a superhero with a cape, and he has a red underwear, red spandex underwear, and you have to make this character with almost little to no reference capture the audience and actually have it make believe. It is an achievement. He is an achievement. I think his name will be etched in the books of the film gods. His name will be etched for eternity. Next week, Superman. So I hope you guys are doing well. You guys are staying safe, and above all, just stay calm, man. Peace, 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 peace.